Today we are going to be talking all about my newest, within the last 3 years, favorite brand for sweaters in the winter. Now first I want to start by saying this is not a sponsored video, and this video is all about the items that I have and I have owned from the brand Quince. Now I started purchasing from them about 3 years ago, and I have fallen in love with this brand. It is luxury feel on more of a budget. They have 365-day return policy. I know Nordstrom is a never-ending one, but however, most brands are 30, 60, 90 days at the most. This has 365 days if you don't like an item that you get from them, which I have fallen in love with their cashmere and their alpaca wool. This all started, I want to say 3 years ago. I saw someone either wearing or an ad with a sweater, and I was like, ooh, I would like that. I picked it up and ordered it, and I fell in love with it. And it was the alpaca wool. And I fell in love with it so much that then I was like, let me try one of their cashmeres, because I typically waited for cashmere to go on sale in the spring when I purchased it. However, their price was lower than what I was getting it on sale. And as I go through the video, I will tell you pricing on everything. However, most times I was waiting until a cashmere sweater went on sale for closer to the $100, $125 range. And these are around 50 to 80 is probably the highest I think that I have paid through Quince. I'm going to walk you through all of the sweaters that I own. If you are looking for a great brand, this is one to try this winter. I have started branching out. I'm going to show you one accessory, one bedding item, and then at the end, I'm going to walk you through my kind of wish list. Last week, I talked in my video all about the 5 sweaters that I've worn for 5 years or more, about the fact that I wanted to do this video talking about this brand because it is newer. I feel like I found out about it 3 years, and last year I started hearing more about it, and this year it's everywhere. And so I wanted to just walk you guys through the items that I have, what my thoughts are on all of them. I will say that probably 60% of what you're seeing I've purchased over the last 2 years. And then this year I kind of dove in a little bit more and found the holes in my wardrobe and what I needed or what I was looking for. I'm going to start out with the alpaca wool items, and the one item that started it all that I now own in 4 colors because it is that good. I think it only comes in 7 colors and I own 4 of them, and it is around $59. And this was the very, very first item I ever picked up, and this is the one in the light kind of heathered gray. It is a V neck cardigan cropped sweater. You might be hearing cropped going, no, I don't do cropped. Trust me, it is so lightweight. It tucks into the front of a pant beautifully. You can also do a cross button, which kind of rolls it under. You can wear it open. You can wear this with a button down. You can wear this with a tee like I'm wearing it now. You can wear it with a turtleneck. You can layer this so many different ways. They are so soft. So soft. They are just amazing. So I have it in the light gray. Then the second one I picked up, I had gotten in kind of this cream color. You can see the difference against my white t-shirt. It's not white. It's more of like an off-white or cream. And then I picked up this year the gray, which is more of a dark heathered gray, and the black. I also love on the black that you can see the buttons detail, whereas some of the others, you can actually see it on this one too. Some of the others, it isn't quite as noticeable, but on the black, it really jumps out. But if you are going to start anywhere with this brand, I highly, highly recommend this one. I love so many items from them, but this is probably hands down my single favorite item from them. I'm going to stay with that alpaca wool, and this one is a newer one to me that I purchased this year. It is their turtleneck. I like this because I like the sleeve detail, how it kind of, same with that cardigan. It goes in a little bit tighter around your wrist, but not crazy tight, and then puffs out a little bit so you can push the sleeves back, and it has a beautiful detail to it. This also comes in those same 7 colors and is $69 as well. I had picked up something similar to this a few years ago from the brand Mango. and it just didn't give the look I wanted. It was heavier, it didn't lay well. I love the fact that this neck is not like super tight up turtleneck. It's a little bit looser, but it's not like a boat neck or a super cowl neck type of one. It is a little bit longer. It's gonna be great in through the winter. I can wear this with leggings or jeans. It is very, very versatile. And as you can see with this color, I have fallen in love with this heathered gray. It's just so amazing and versatile. And it looks just really great in this wool material. I also got that same color, can you tell I love it, in a 3/4 zip. It has that more colored look to it. This one again is a little bit longer than the cropped cardigan, but it is not as long as that turtleneck. Same sleeve detail, not as long of an area, a little bit shorter in through here. This one is also $69. However, this one only comes in, I believe it is 4 colors. But this one has a little bit more of that casual look to it. Again, great with a t-shirt underneath of it. You could wear a turtleneck, a lot of different ways you could layer this. This is a newer one to me, and this is a crew neck sweater. It is in black. You can you see through it just a little bit here? This is a lighter weight sweater, so this isn't going to be as heavy as your cashmere, but it's so soft, so nice. It's almost got a waffle knit type of look to it. Beautiful detailing across the neck and the sleeves. This comes in 3 different colors and is $49, but it is just going to be an amazing layering piece. I have a similar one to this in a kind of off-white color, but it's a little bit longer, and so I thought this one would be a fun one to just like have for layering. I love black sweaters on me in the winter. I don't know why. Now let's jump into cashmere. I'm gonna start with the one I have on right now. This one is a V neck cashmere sweater, and I purchased this last year in the gray color. I have owned a lot of different cashmeres over the years. So I have purchased from Saks Fifth Avenue, I have purchased from Bloomingdale's, Vineyard Vines, Nordstrom, the Nordstrom Signature, and the Halogen one, which I don't think Halogen makes cashmere sweaters anymore. I've just purchased from a lot of them, and I would say that my favorites tended to be the Halogen, the Nordstrom brand, or I think it's called Aqua. Those were kind of my go-to ones, and they were generally around $200, and I would wait until they were on sale around the $100 price point. But I have since stopped. I used to stalk those sites to see when they went on sale, and I don't feel the need to do that anymore because I can purchase these from Quince. Now the V-neck that I'm showing you here is $50. It comes in 10 different colors. It is absolutely beautiful. I did pick it up this year in 2 new colors. I picked up a black one because I have a lot of classic black cashmere, but as I looked, all of them are either turtlenecks or crew necks. And then I also picked up this beautiful burgundy. You guys know burgundy is all the rage. It's all the trend. It's a great way to incorporate it in by just adding in that burgundy sweater and maybe a little pop in a shoe or a bag. It is just absolutely beautiful. So, so, so well made. They're perfectly weighted. They're not too heavy. They're not too thin, but they will keep you warm. Next up, as I just talked about, is a classic crew neck, which tends to be my go-to previously. So I do have a good amount of them in grays, blues, blacks, creams, all of those colors. And so where I found the holes in my wardrobe, which I recently picked up this year, again, was that beautiful burgundy color. I actually wore this in last week's video with a button down underneath of it. It looks great. And then last year I had picked up kind of this, I guess it would be considered an oatmeal color in the same style. They are, again, so well made, very, very nice, easy to wear. There are 14 colors in the crew neck, and again, it is only $50. Next in the cashmere is turtlenecks. Again, turtlenecks are another one that I had previously owned a large amount of cashmere turtlenecks. I own blacks, I own gray, I own like the cream colored one. I think that's pretty much it. Last year I picked up this blue. It's not quite, it's on the verge of navy, but has a little bit of that true blue to it. I love this color on me with my blue eyes in through the winter. Again, these cashmere turtlenecks are great for layering. You can wear a blazer over it, you can wear a jacket over it, you can wear a heavier coat over it. It really is nice and warm. You can have a t-shirt underneath of it. There are just so many ways to wear them. Now these come in 9 different colors, and these, I'm assuming maybe it takes more to build the neck. The neck has definitely a different type of stitching to it. These are $89 versus the $50 that the other two I had previously shown you were at. Now, about 2 or 3 years ago, I had randomly at the Nordstrom anniversary sale purchased a cashmere hoodie from the Nordstrom signature brand when it was on sale, and I fell in love with it, but they stopped making it. I take that back. They only tend to make it during anniversary sale. Maybe I'm wrong on that, Nail. I haven't looked in a while, but I loved it so much I wanted a black cashmere hoodie. And so I looked all over, and then I found one from Quince, and it was their men's version of this. Now, as the others, I did purchase it in a size large, and I will say I should have gotten it in a size medium because it was a men's, and it's a little bit too big on me, but it's fine. Now, I will say the main differences are it does have a pocket in the front, which is really nice. My Nordstrom one doesn't. However, they have also since started carrying a women's version of the cashmere hoodie, both in a zip-up version and a pullover one like this. Now, I love this, but as I mentioned, if I was to purchase it again, I would either go down a size in this one to a medium, or I would purchase it in the women's version. Now, this comes in 5 different colors, and it is $99. So this one is definitely pricier, but I will say it has a lot more details to it. But as I've mentioned, this is now my 2nd year with it, and I do love it. I still do throw it on. It looks great, just layered under a blazer, under a jean jacket, with a pair of leggings, with a pair of jeans. So much versatility with that. I love just a little hood popping out behind a jacket. It just really is great. It's nice and cozy. It's your normal everyday sweatshirt elevated. The next item is a new one to me. And I, just like you, see ads, see people, and I get influenced. And so when I saw this, I was very interested, and I own none of these. And this is a boat neck, much less in a brown. I don't know. What do we think? Do I look good in brown? Do I not? I wasn't sure on the color, but the person that was wearing it had this color, so I picked this color up. They do have 6 other colors. This is a little bit more expensive. This is a $79 one, but I really liked the look of the boat neck. I always stayed away from it because I always felt like I was chilly in the winter, but I'm really noticing and liking layering just maybe a little t-shirt like this. I saw somebody with like a more frilled up turtleneck under it, and then I saw someone wearing one with a scarf as well. So lots of different options, but I'm interested to see. What do you guys think of this color? I have 2 more sweaters that are not cashmere sweaters that I want to talk to you guys about. So this first one is 100% organic cotton, and it is the Crewneck cardigan. And this one, I love the button detail. This one is a heavier sweater. This one is not as lightweight as those alpaca ones. This is just a beautiful classic all the way up to the top crew neck sweater. This one is new to me this year. I'm definitely excited to play with this one and style this one. I like the idea of this for just a classic, you know, almost like a jacket look over a tee or turtleneck, or even over a cashmere sweater. This comes in 10 different colors, and it is $49. It is a really pretty looking sweater, just really nice details up around the neck and at the sleeves, just very beautifully made. Now let's talk about blazers. And I was kind of tipped off to the fact that Quince had a Scuba blazer that was an amazing dupe for the Veronica Beard Scuba blazer. Now I've owned my Veronica Beard Scuba blazer for 6 or 7 years, I want to say. Their price has gone up. When I bought it, it was less. I think they're now in the $550 or higher range. And they're Dickies. So what the deal is with these blazers, a lot of Veronica Beard blazers, but the Scuba one is the most famous one. It's a stretchy material, it's a thicker material, but they have zip-in Dickies, which is actually, it can be a jean jacket, it can be a sweater, it can be a hoodie sweatshirt, it can be a cashmere hoodie. It has all these different options for pieces that you simply zip in, and they give you a layered look with a blazer without you actually having to wear a jean jacket with a blazer over it, or a hoodie sweatshirt and a blazer over it. So it gives a lot of versatility. However, their Dickies for each blazer range anywhere from like $150 to $300. I think the cashmere ones are closer to $300. And as an example, the Quince versions of this, their scuba blazer is $89, and they do have a single-breasted and a double-breasted. I grabbed both of them. I got the double-breasted a while ago, and I've worn it a few times. The single-breasted was on, I don't know if it was back order or pre-order, and it just came in this week. So this was one of the items I was waiting for. But all of the details, even the zipper on the pocket, is so similar to the Veronica Beard. I will say this has a little bit lighter of a material. I mean, like the tiniest bit difference, lighter of a material. So I did pick up the black because this is what I have the scuba blazer in from Veronica Beard. So I wanted to be able to compare it as closely as I possibly could to the actual one I had, including the color. Then I had also picked up the navy blue double-breasted. Like, look at this button detail. It is stunning. So pretty, so well made. I do have the Dickey in on this one. I picked up the gray cashmere hoodie and the cream colored cashmere hoodie. So with these, with Veronica Beard, these would have probably been close to $300, and they're $50. And you don't have to get the cashmere ones. There are other options on Quince's site. These were just the two that I picked up. I knew I loved a gray hoodie, and a cream hoodie was a good mix too. Now, another key thing I have had people ask me when I talked about these, are the Dickies on these interchangeable with the Veronica Beard? I think the person that had asked me owned the Veronica Beard, so they were curious because they wanted to buy these, obviously for a lesser cost. But no, they are not interchangeable. I did check that out as soon as I got them in. And these companies are smart, right? They're gonna make it so you need to use their item inside of that. And the zipper is just a different size. At first I thought it was like how it zipped up, but it's just a different size. And so just be aware of that part. However, if you have ever considered the Veronica Beard blazers and the Dickey blazer, okay, I would 1000% say do not buy the Veronica Beard. Pick up these. For the fraction of the cost, I cannot tell a difference at first glance unless you really know the difference. And to be honest with you, for the amount of uses you're gonna get, typically on a person, I feel as if I've worn mine enough over the years that I feel validated in the cost. However, if this was an option then, I would have gotten this instead. It is just the whole reason why I love the Veronica Beard blazer was because I could interchange these little Dickies. Now I will say I have since bought other blazers from Veronica Beard that also work with the Dickies I own. I've also purchased the Dickies on sale most times. Again, kind of like I was talking about cashmere. I watch certain ones and I wait until they go on sale, so I'm not paying full price for them. But this blazer, there is no need if you have ever considered the Veronica Beard. Next, I want to talk to you about this pillowcase, and I can't pull the whole thing up and show you the whole thing. However, this is the pillowcase that I use every single night. It is their mulberry silk pillowcase. I have this one here in white, which goes with my bedding here. However, at the Cape, I have them in navy blue, which goes with my bedding there. A silk pillowcase is so good for your skin. It is just so nice. I love the fact that it's kind of cooling at night. It is amazing. And before I got this one, I had looked at the one on Nordstrom's site. I feel like the brand started with a B. And I want to say it was like 100, maybe 150, I don't remember, for their pillowcase. And the one from Quince is $39. And it comes in, I think it's 12 different colors to work with any bedding you can imagine, but it feels so nice. It's like heaven. As far as accessories, I will say I picked this up recently, and it is their top handle crossbody bag. And the reason I chose this one, it is Italian leather, and I wanted to see how it rivaled things like I've got my Pochette Matisse, which is a crossbody with a flat top handle, or my Louis Vuitton Madeline right there, which has a very similar shape and size. I will say the handle on this is great. It does have a nice pocket back here. The detail on the closure and opening, you just simply push these buttons, lift up. I do have the crossbody strap in here. It has many different pockets for you to use. Now here's my only takeaway with this that confuses me. Now I will say too, when you close it, you just simply clip it down. This is a little stiff. But I also feel like I've owned leather shoes before when I first get them and they're very stiff. I'm hoping it softens up a little bit. It is beautifully made. It is, I think, $119. A very pretty taupey feel that can carry you through fall, winter, spring. It is just very, very beautifully made. So nice. I just really hope the leather softens up. It does come in 2 other colors. I love the hardware on this. It is just very, very nice. I don't know. Could you let me know if you guys have had any experience with Italian leather, if it softens up well, because that is my only concern. I will say this, that my handle on my Madeline flops over all the time. I love that this handle stays fairly stiff and up. That's the only part I don't want to get softer. Now let's wind this out with a few things on my wish list. The first thing is I had heard someone talking about this, and they are a pair of the Mongolian cashmere pants. Yes, you heard me correctly, pants. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so amazing for winter. But they're $109. So I go, what am I gonna wear them for? Is it worth it? Do I need them? I tend to put items in my shopping cart and then think them through and kind of try and decide if I have that hole in my wardrobe. Another item that I have in my wish list or in my shopping cart is their wool blazer coat. So it's a heavier blazer for winter, but I kind of keep going back and forth and going, if I'm gonna wear a wool blazer coat, I'll probably just grab one of my actual coats. Then the last thing that I have in my shopping cart as well is their bedding. I have heard such amazing things about their bedding, their duvet covers, their quilts, their sheets. I already knew I liked the pillowcase. I am just trying to figure this out. So they, as far as looks to me, rival Pottery Barn. In our master bedroom, our bed is all Pottery Barn, and I think our sheets were like Bowl and Branch, something like that. However, I have a spare bedroom that I was thinking maybe I'll do that bed because I like that look of that like hotel bed, but maybe I'll do that with items from Quince. Then maybe I'll do a reel or something because I don't think a whole video would be worth it, but see if you guys can tell the difference and pick which one's Quince and which one is Pottery Barn. That might be an idea, but I am just debating on this and what colors I want and what my thoughts are. So those are all of the items that I own from Quince and a few items on my wish list. What item was your favorite that I showed or that intrigued you the most? I just would love to hear that. If you have questions on any of these, I've had the majority of them for a good amount of time. I'd say 60% of it I've owned for 2 years or more, and then I've got that 40% that is newer in this year where I found some holes in my wardrobe. So if you do have questions, please let me know. And as always, I hope you have a great weekend.